Hello, everyone, and welcome to Power Within Psychology. We are back again in another episode of Toppers Talk, and today we have Arjun as our guest, who has cleared his master's MSc program in counseling psychology at Christ University, Bangalore Central Campus. So today we would be attempting to capture his experiences, insights of the exam, the questions he got in the round two assessments, and then we will also try to understand his journey with this exam and how he has oriented himself towards the exam. So for this, we would request all of you to share your queries, your questions that you'd like to ask Arjun during this session in the comment section. और जब तक आप लोग हमारे साथ में जुड़ रहे हैं, तब तक हम लोग आप सभी को थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ देना चाहेंगे पावर विद इन साइकोलॉजी के साथ में. So, as you all know, Power Within Psychology provides coaching and mentorship services for all psychology entrance exams and for all our courses, programs, book details, other services. You can check out our website powerwithinpsychology.com, wherein you will find the details about our toppers. We would soon be updating CUET PG 2026 toppers as well. And therein, if you go to the courses section, in that you will find that we cover courses from class 12 psychology to all the major psychology entrance exams in India. After that, you can also go to the bookstore and check out our #1 bestsellers available on Amazon and via our website. And then if you go to the more services section, you will find that we also have a dedicated platform for blogs, wherein all the details about the recent admission notifications, updates is available on our blog section that you can access from the more services tab in our website. Also, you can visit our Manosthiti platform, which is dedicated for therapy and training services. We have the free quizzes section, wherein you can experience real exam-like experience for your tests, wherein you will get detailed answers, explanations for the questions, and as well as you will get access to the leaderboard rankings, which will help you to better understand your position for these exams. Along with it, you can also explore careers with Power Within Psychology and work with us section, and the updates of our latest workshops and training programs in the more services section. With this, we would now be going to Arjun and talking more about his experiences there. Hello, Arjun. How are you?
Sir, good, sir. Good, sir. How are you?
Ji, I'm also good. Thank you so much for asking, Arjun. So, Arjun, before beginning with the session, I would like you to introduce yourself to the audience.
Yes, sir. Hi, my name is Arjun, and I'm from a non-psychology background. I did my graduation in BSc Visual Media from Amrita School of Arts and Science. Then I also have a PG Diploma in Film Direction from LV Prasad Film and TV Academy. So basically, I started learning psychology because I love the subject, and I also thought that it will complement my storytelling and my skills, the ones I already learned. So that is how I started learning it. But once I started learning it, a lot of concepts in psychology really fascinated me, and also a lot of things resonated with me a lot. So that is when I really thought like I should pursue in learning it more.
Welcome. Thank you so much, Arjun. And also, I would like to know that how did you come to know about Power Within Psychology?
So basically, when I started like preparing for the CUET, because like being from a non-psychology background, I did some research to know like how to get into an MSc program. So CUET PG was the first step to do. So when I did some online research, the Power Within Psychology was the main platform that offered the guidance to achieve this goal. So that is how I came to know about Power Within Psychology. And also for the preparation I made use of the books. I still have it right now here. These two books I made use of these books like a lot, because like I started learning I started preparing with thickly, but again, to be exam ready you need some guidance, and that's what Power Within Psychology gave me.
Bilkul, Arjun. Thank you so much for that. And before dwelling into your experience of Christ University, I would also love to know your experience of the courses, the classes, and the faculties that you connected with. So, being a non-psychology student, how was your overall experience?
So initially, the first thing what I did was like I did a one-on-one counseling session at Power in Psychology to know how a non-psychology background student can, what are the career opportunities and stuff in this field. Because again, because I wanted to be a clinical psychologist, but being a non-psychology background student this year, the RCA licensing issue, all those things, the changes happened. So I want to know what are the things that is still there. So again, Aditi ma'am was the faculty who helped me to, who guided me initially in the one-on-one session, and then I made use of these books, Powers in Psychology. Actually, that was a gift from my partner, and she bought me that book, and I started preparing that. And once 1 month before this CUET PG exam, I got to know about this Brahmastra batch, and Brahmastra batch is actually a 1 month revision program where each and every topics that is there in CUTPG will be covered. And also there is a proper structured mock test series in Brahmastra batch, which really helped me a lot. And also after CUTPG, and again CUTPG was very difficult for me because again see yeah, compared to 2024 and 25 paper, this paper was very different.
Very
And
different.
like to answer one question, we need to know a lot of concepts, or even if that concept is there, like we need a lot, like in-depth understanding of that sub topic. And the paper was also very lengthy, so I was not able to come back to the questions which I marked. But like compared to that, Christ was more similar to the mock test that was there in Power Within Psychology. So after CUTPG, my more like my confidence was very down. But again, what the support system that I got from Power Within Psychology is what gave me a lot of confidence. I enrolled in Christ crash course batch, and like again the PPT that was given in this power within that crash course, especially for the interview preparation and all those things, really helped me.
Thank you so much, Arjun, for that. And so I would now, we would now directly go to the Christ University exam experience and everything. So to students who have just joined in, we would like to tell you that Christ University has a two-level admission process, wherein level one, you give the entrance exam. And then in level two, you have to go through 3 rounds of assessments. Round one is skill assessment, which basically is an essay writing format in which you are given 2 questions and you have to write answers for them. After that, there is a personal interview followed by a micro presentation. So, Arjun, first of all, I would like to know your experience of the exam and the structure and insights related to that.
Again, coming to the exam was fairly basic. It's not as complicated. I didn't felt like it was very detailed or complicated as CUTPG, because the question, even the GK, so the questions were basically what is the full form of UGC, how many states are there in India. So all these things, like if you are aware about what is happening around us, I think you can do that. And also the general aptitude questions. So I always have this preconceived notion that I'm bad at maths, but when I was doing this general aptitude, again thanks to Power Within Psychology's mock test, because like it gave me a lot of confidence because I was able to do it, and that really boosted my confidence. So even when I was writing the exam, I was fairly confident about the general aptitude, and even the psychology questions were also very uh, like basic. And also the ethics question was very similar to what the Christ crash course mock test series, that questions in mock test series were. So yeah, it was comparatively easier than CUTPG.
Welcome. So, Arjun, now going to the second round details. So, what kind of questions were asked in the skill assessment round?
So for the skill assessment, the first question that was asked was, what is your motivation to study psychology, and why do you think you are fit for the Christ? And the second question was that what is the concept that is most resonating with you? And again, I should mention here that in the PPT that was given in the crash course, Power in Psychologist crash course, so there was a lot of questions that we can prepare. the expected questions. So that really helped me a lot to preparation. So I was very confident when I was going for the interview.
Bilkul. Thank you, Arjun. And now moving to the personal interview, how was your overall experience of the interview, and what kind of personal and conceptual questions were asked?
Interview, it was not as intimidating that as I thought, because the faculties there were the people, the faculties that interviewed me was very pleasant. So when I
Right.
went there only, they were like smiling, and they made me very comfortable. And they asked me because again, because I was from a non-psychology background, they asked me very basic questions. But still, they asked like the one question they asked was, "What is object permanence?" And they were very surprised that I answered this question. But then again, like they basically what I felt was what they are looking in a Christ aspirant is the confidence that you have, and your enthusiasm, the love that you have for the subject. And I
Bilkul.
think they saw that.
Bilkul, Arjun. So was this the first time, Arjun, that you were facing an academic interview?
Definitely, sir. Yeah, this was the first time. This was the first time, like I'm properly preparing for an entrance exam and like cracking an entrance exam. Yeah, it's all first time.
Bilkul, Arjun, and again, many, many congratulations for that.
Yeah,
Because
thank you, sir.
Christ University's Bangalore Central Campus, MSc Clinical and MSc Counselling Psychology, both the programs are highly competitive. And because it is in the central campus, the competition again shoots through the roof. So, Arjun, now coming to the micro presentation part. So, what was the question that was asked in the micro presentation? What was the topic allotted to you?
The question that they asked me was, "What does freedom mean to you?" And that
What
was
is?
a very, "What does freedom mean to you?"
Okay.
And that is a very general question, but like yeah, I so again what they look again is how you deal with a question, and not like what you answer, but how confidently you answer, and that's it. So yeah, I answered it fairly. It's fine.
Bil- Bilkul, Arjun. Thank you so much, Arjun, for being very thorough and very insightful about your answers for the entrance exam as well as for the round two assessments. Now, Arjun, I would like to know more about your overall experience with the Christ University being a non-psychology student. So, basically, when we meet with candidates who have who do not have a background in psychology, we generally see that there are two kinds of students, if we can group them loosely. One student who are highly enthusiastic about the domain of psychology, and they're also very open and very receptive about the psychology concepts. And then there is another group who wants to switch to psychology, but their exposure to psychology is very minimal, and their reception to psychology concepts is not very high. So, looking at both of these two groups, I mean, what would your insights be in facing Christ University entrance exam?
So like again, for the Christ, I would say uh, what they are looking, because like again there are very few universities that allow non-psychology background students to get into. So so they already know that like from a non-psychology background, you have the like its own limitations, because again like 3 years of BSc program will give a lot of depth in their learning, and with lack of that, even if we have prepared, or like if you have cracked the CUT PG, or if you have cracked this Christ, there will be a little of limitations. But Christ University's syllabus is so thorough that they will train you. And it is Christ University, again it is a lot of practical, more than theoretical thing. They focus more on the practical side. So yeah, so I guess like you don't need to be intimidated that like you have not studied 3 years of program or anything. You can just, yeah, if you have that will to do it, you definitely you can do it.
Bilkul. And Arjun, while cracking this program, the reason why I am trying to go into depth of exploring this part is that the Christ Central Campus is a very important campus for students. Number two, their counseling psychology program is highly competitive. And for a
Mm.
non-psychology student to crack Central Campus and counseling psychology program, So basically, because of that, I just want to have more insights into it. So I would like to know that if a student, if they are preparing for Christ University and for this program at the central campus primarily, or any other campuses for that matter. So in that case, what is the role of coaching, mentorship, or general reading in this part?
So again, I can answer this question very well because I have done both. Because I start my preparation reading securely and barren. And again, but the importance of guidance comes when, uh, see, we can't remember everything. So what is important, what is not important, you need guidance. And also, again, the most important part is mock test. How much mock test you can do, you should do that much of mock test, because mock test is, again, it's a recall. You will, like, it's like a revision. When you don't know an answer, like, you'll go back to your text and you'll learn it. And
बिल्कुल,
that is how I was able to get exam ready.
बिल्कुल,
Getting knowledge is one thing, but getting exam ready is a different thing. And for
right,
that, definitely you need a guidance. And, like, see, again, the power in psychology has helped me a lot in doing that. So I'm so grateful for all the faculties, to this platform. And see, again, see, it's not just about exam preparation, I would say. I remember we had weekly sessions where Amit sir would come and give us motivation, because, like, it's very hard to keep ourselves motivated throughout this exam, because after the
बिल्कुल,
CUT program, I already told, like, I was feeling very down. But again, those little things is what kept me going.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. Thank you so much, Arjun, for being very candid with your responses and for being very insightful with your answers. So, I mean, we are in the concluding part of the interview. So, anything that you'd like to add or you'd like to address to the viewers or to non-psychology aspirants who would be planning their career in psychology, if you'd like to address them?
Yes, sir. So again, being from a non-psychology background, I started learning the psychology out of my love, out of my passion for the subject. So when I started, so initially my reading all those things was for fun, and after some time when I started preparing for the exam, this exam stress started coming up. And whenever I was having a high anxiety, I always tell myself, "Why did you start learning this? You start learning this because you love this thing. Then why are you stop having fun? You are learning to have fun." So
बिल्कुल,
again, I think that is that attitude that kept me going throughout. And
बिल्कुल,
again, like, structured learning is something that is very important in order to crack a competitive exam.
बिल्कुल.
So yeah, so this platform has helped me a lot.
Okay. Thank you so much, Arjun, for being with us today for this session. And we would also be having more sessions with Arjun in the future when we'll be covering his journey in the domain of psychology. And we wish you all the very best, Arjun. And we hope that you make positive contributions in the domain of psychology. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
being with us.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
सो जैसा कि आपने देखा, आज हम लोगों ने अर्जुन के साथ में काफी इंसाइटफुल जर्नी ली अबाउट द एमएससी काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजी प्रोग्राम एंट्रेंस एग्जाम एंड एडमिशन प्रोसेस डिटेल्स फॉर क्राइस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी बैंगलोर सेंट्रल कैंपस. इस पूरी जर्नी से, इस पूरी बातचीत से जो मैं एक चीज साथ में लेके आ पाया, वो ये कि ना तो ये इंश्योर करता है कि आपने कोचिंग ली है, ना तो इसका मतलब है कि आप अपने कॉलेज को क्रैक कर पाएंगे या अपने ड्रीम इंस्टीट्यूशन को अचीव कर पाएंगे. आपने कोचिंग नहीं ली है, खुद से करा है, इसका भी मतलब ये नहीं है कि अब गारंटी हो गया है कि आप अपना एग्जाम या अपना ड्रीम कॉलेज क्रैक कर लोगे. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होती है कि आप अपना असेसमेंट करें. और किसी भी पॉइंट पे अगर आप अकेले फील कर रहे हैं, अगर आप कंफ्यूज्ड हैं, अगर चीजें समझ में नहीं आ रही हैं, तो ऐसे केस में मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि पावर विद इन साइकोलॉजी, कोई भी प्लेटफॉर्म जो आपसे कनेक्ट करता है या आपसे कनेक्टेड फील करता है या आप उससे कनेक्टेड फील करते हैं या बात करके आपको ऐसा लगता है कि मैं यहां से मेंटरशिप या सपोर्ट ले सकता हूं अपने एग्जाम के लिए, या मैं अपने आप को ऑन ट्रैक रख पाऊंगा, एक डिसिप्लिन्ड कंसिस्टेंट प्रिपरेशन कर पाऊंगा, तो ऐसे केस में कभी भी हमको हिचकना नहीं चाहिए किसी की मदद लेने से। काफी बार हमको पता नहीं होता है कि आज के इंस्टीट्यूट्स या आज के फैकल्टीज केवल और केवल फैकल्टी का रोल या कोचिंग का रोल नहीं करते हैं, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मेंटर्स की तरह भी सामने आते हैं, जो आपकी कमियों को आइडेंटिफाई करा के आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स में कन्वर्ट करते हैं। विद दिस, इसी तरीके के पॉजिटिव इनसाइट्स, पॉजिटिव सेशंस आपको पावर विद इन साइकोलॉजी में मिलते रहेंगे और हमारे टॉपर स्टॉक सेशंस ऐसे ही कंटिन्यूड रहेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन, और बहुत ही जल्द आपसे मिलेंगे हम लोग अगले सेशन के अंदर। और कोई भी डिटेल के लिए, किसी भी इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए आप powerwithinpsychology.com को विजिट कर सकते हैं और हमारे कोर्सेज, हमारे अदर रिसोर्सेज और सर्विसेज के बारे में जान सकते हैं। टेक केयर एवरीवन, मिलते हैं आपसे अगले एपिसोड में। थैंक यू।